And so my story begins. Abandoned on the doorstep of an orphanage, a baby boy left in a room with other pathetic souls with no idea where they came from or their future potential.
Barry Smith and his team are working for a secret government agency. They are struggling to understand the strange readings and chronoton energy surges that pulse in 4-beat intervals. The problem is, chronoton energy is supposed to be theoretical.
Making adjustments to their quantum energy readers tightens the bandwidth as they try and locate the source of the energy. Although it makes the readings clearer, they still cannot pinpoint where it is coming from. Somewhere within a 100-kilometre radius, the mountains and valleys echo the readings back and forward.
Annabelle is trying hard to make sense of it all, but her theoretical wormhole keeps collapsing. It was fine yesterday, and now some new energy source has been introduced. UNIT had been aware of Artron energy for some time now, but they had not discovered any in decades. Rumour had it that they had unearthed some kind of alien device, but they couldn't get it to work.
Barry and Annabelle discuss today's findings over dinner, but it is clear that something else was on Barry's mind. He explains to Annabelle that he is still mourning the loss of their son, Stephen, from a year ago. Annabelle does her best to comfort Barry before suggesting that they look into adoption. Having a child around would be wonderful, and they could teach it so much, and it certainly would fill that gap in their lives. Imagine giving a child a happy, loving home. What could be better?
Finally, the day has arrived. The orphanage is not what they expected. It is grimy and cold. The most important thing is that they can save one poor soul. If only they could do more. And there he is, a beautiful baby boy. He is so bright and cheerful. How could anyone have abandoned him?
Sonia suggests a modern name. How about Tyler? Barry and Annabelle smile. No, we are going traditional. Barry's dad was called John, so we are going with that. A good, strong name.
"11 years has passed. John's intellect stuns the academic world, and he enters university at 11 years old. Even at that age, he proves to be far ahead of his peers. His computations confuse and amaze his tutors. He is a mathematical genius and excels in all of his studies, including the sciences and history.
John tries hard to explain his theories on universal energy, the nature of space-time, and interlinking dimensions. He has no idea where this information came from, but he feels like he has always known it.
At home, John has become quite the inventor.
A walk on the moors. John knew the safe routes, but today decided to explore further afield. The cave was eerie and dark. Would John go inside?
John ran from the noise, the echoing of bell and groaning, the laboured breath of some sleeping beast. Taking refuge in an outbuilding, he bolted the door. Was he followed? Was he to be the victim of some savage animal? And that strange echoing bell that sounded like his doom.
Barry and Annabelle arrive home to find John anxious to see them.
John explains about the cave. Annabel and Barry recall the legends, the beast within the cave, trapped for all time, and how it rings its bell to warn others of the trap. But they assured him the breathing and groaning was just the wind blowing through the cave system.
Flashing blue lights alerted John to Fiona Campbell walking up the path. Fiona was his parents' boss and section leader of unit. Something about power readings at the cottage. They took readings with scientific equipment, and then, as quickly as they came, they were gone again.
Today marked the 20th anniversary of his parents' death. Some kind of accident at work, they had claimed, but that was all they said. They hid behind the Official Secrets Act. He would find out, and those responsible brought to justice.
What really happened all those years ago? Would John ever find out? The shadows are always with us.
John hadn't slept in days. The constant, repeated drumming in his head, always the same 4 beats. Dum-dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum, like some strange heartbeat. And something was calling him. Returning to the cave he discovered as a child, it was still there, that haunting bell. He followed the sound. This time, he would not run. A cavern, stalactites hanging down from the ceiling, concealed a strange cylindrical object. What was it? How did it get here? John reached out and touched it. An orange glow appeared below his hand that spread outwards. A section of the cylinder opened up. Stepping inside, his heart racing in double time, some kind of console with dials and levers. And then it came to him. It was bigger on the inside. Before he could even consider that, a lever moved down on the console, the door panel closed shut, and the light in the middle of the console slowly rose up and down.